Alright, good afternoon. It's October 12th. This is my second weekend bow hunting so far here in Wisconsin. This weekend it's kind of special. I made a trip up here this afternoon. It's Friday. Up to my parents' land up northern Wisconsin. So I just got up here, got dressed real quick, grabbed my gear, and headed back into the woods. And I'm in this ladder stand here along sort of a small creek on the bottom of this ridge here. And over here to my east is a food plot. And I didn't even get set up here. I mean, I was just getting my camera gear set up and everything. And a small spike just came down the ridge and walked right by me at about 30 yards. So I also bumped 2 does on the way in. So the deer are definitely moving this afternoon. It's 40 degrees, so we had a big cold front move in. And so it is game on. I'm hoping to see a good number of deer this weekend. There's not a lot of huge bucks up here, but if I see a nice respectable one, I'll probably take it. It's been a busy fall, very busy. So I've been building a house, living with the in-laws, kids have soccer. So getting out has kind of been difficult. And a new job on top of that. I started a new job in May, so a lot going on. But I'm happy to be up here and happy to see 3 deer already. And yeah, it's looking good so far. So hopefully I'll either get myself a nice slick head here or maybe a nice respectable buck. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna kick back and relax and start scanning this area. I've never been in this stand before, so kind of want to get acquainted and see what's going on here. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you some good action here. Definitely prime time here right now. A short while ago, I had that doe come down the ridge here, and right behind her was that small spike that came in earlier when I was setting up. But he was right on her tail, and then he stopped and made a scrape right there. I was able to get some of that on video. He actually got up on his hind legs and stuff, and that was pretty cool. But those two crossed the creek down here and went northeast, right out into this food plot. I haven't really seen anything yet, but it's kind of thick in here. It's got a lot of good shooting lanes, but you know, with it being wet and stuff, a deer on right on top of you before you even know it. So I definitely gotta be on my A game. But there's not much time left for tonight's hunt, so I'll sit back and see if something sneaks in here yet. And then I'll be back in the morning, so we'll see you then. Well, that was a pretty nice doe that came in. I stopped her about 30 yards. And there's another deer right there. Anyhow, I didn't make the best of shots. I was definitely a little bit back on that shot, so I'm not real happy about that. But I'm shooting 2-inch expandables, so I think tonight I'm not going to go after her. We'll see. It's going to be really cold tonight, so if anything, I'll get back on the trail here tomorrow morning. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so that was a lot of excitement tonight here. Quite a few deer. Definitely a lot more than I was seeing on public, which was 0. So, pretty pumped about being up here on the family land. Now I just gotta hopefully find her tomorrow or tonight yet. We'll see what kind of blood trail I have, but cool beans. So I'm gonna shut her off for now. I'm gonna see what this deer is over here that's kind of sneaking off on me right now, so we'll check it out. Well, good morning. It is October 13th, Saturday morning, and it is a chilly morning. Winds are calm, leaves are really starting to fall. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's just coming up right now. Colors are peaked out up here out north, so it's really pretty. It's kind of what we bow hunters live for right here. These type of days here in the fall are just awesome. So I had a few deer run in behind me this morning in the dark, but nothing so far this morning after light. Plan is to sit a little bit, see if I can get anything on, capture anything on footage here, and then get down and pick up that doe that I hit last night. I'll go to where I last saw her, and then probably just going to be more of a grid search, I think, at this point. Shot was definitely back. Paunch hit, so really hate those, but she didn't go very far. When I last saw her, it was almost dark, and she wasn't but 40 yards away, so if I get lucky, maybe I'll find her within 100 yards. Okay, so good news here this morning. Looked for that doe this morning that I hit last night, and I couldn't track her down. She went down into the swamp, and there's nothing but water down there. I looked for a long while. I couldn't get her, couldn't pick up the track. Got back to the cabin. My dad said that the neighbor had called, wanted to know if I could help move a deer. There's one laying in his yard by the pond. So the neighbor lives right here through the woods, and back where I was hunting, he probably wasn't very far at all. So I thought right away, I'm sure it's my deer, but I wasn't quite sure. It could be something one that got hit by a car or anything. But we drove over there on the four-wheeler and looked at it, and right away it was still fairly limber. So it must have died early this morning. He said his dogs were barking around 2 or 3 in the morning, so it had to be somewhere around there. But sure enough, it's my doe. I could see where I hit her, definitely back. And she headed for his pond. So that's the good news. My dad and I just went and picked her up on the four-wheeler, and I just went back to get my gear. I'm gonna quick register and then cord her up, and we have it laying back in the pines here, back by a pit that my dad dumps a lot of junk in, brush and stuff, so I can leave the carcass lay right there. So Dad's just getting some heavier gloves, and then we're gonna hop on the ATV here and go take care of her. So first one down for 2018. Finally have some venison put back in the freezer. That's good. Now time to get after those bucks, and in a couple weeks I'll be heading to Iowa, so that'll be exciting too. So all right, time to get to work. My dad and I just took them down in this little pit here so I could cord her out down here and leave all the rest of the pieces and carcass down here. But luckily the neighbor called this morning, and dogs were barking at something out in the yard, and she was apparently laying right in the yard there by this pond, which wasn't really too far from where I was hunting, so it kind of makes sense. I just don't know why she went to his pond when she went through a whole swamp of water. So anyhow, it's good. We found her.
So now I'm just going to do the gutless method and take care of her and get the quarters off and the back straps. And call it a successful hunt, I guess. So time to get to work.